is News 3 Now at 6.
Before we get to those stories, we are watching thunderstorm chances tonight.
Let's go to meteorologist Dana Fulton with a look at our first warn forecast. Dana?
Right now, we do have those storms starting to enter the northwest quarter of Dane County. They're going to continue to move southeast. A severe thunderstorm watch is in effect. We don't have any warnings right now, though. As we take a little closer look, you can see a bit of lightning. These storms are moving very quickly, so we're not looking at as much of a threat for any flooding this evening, especially compared to what we saw yesterday. Our rainfall totals in the last 24 hours for areas north of Dane County. You can see a fairly clear cutoff line climbing well above 7 inches for some areas, just over 7.25 for Camp Douglas, close to about 6 inches around Partyville, but around the Dells, again, 3 to 4 inches of accumulation totals, and then they just really cut off the further south you go. There is a severe thunderstorm watch in effect for this evening until 9 o'clock. We still have an alert day in the forecast because some of these storms passing through could be strong to severe, bringing brief heavy rainfall, high winds, and the hail threat developing over the next few hours. The good news behind this is going to be cooler and sunny for both Saturday and Sunday. We'll take a closer look at your weekend in just a few minutes.
All right, Dana, thank you. The Wisconsin State Senate will hold a special session on Monday. That's to address a package of police reform measures in the wake of the police shooting of Jacob Blake. Now, that session was called by the governor. Senate Majority Leader Scott Fitzgerald says the legislature will work through, quote, dozens of proposals in the coming months. Meanwhile, the Wisconsin Department of Justice has identified the other officers on the scene when Jacob Blake was shot 7 times in the back last Sunday. They are Kenosha police officers Vincent Arenas and Brittany Moronic. Officials had previously identified Officer Rustin Shesky as the shooter. According to the investigation so far, the DOJ says both Shesky and Arenas tried to use a taser to subdue Blake after initial attempts to arrest him failed. All of the involved officers are on administrative leave while that investigation continues.
A judge has postponed a decision on whether a 17-year-old should be returned to Wisconsin to face charges in the killing of 2 people and wounding of another during protest in Kenosha earlier this week. The Illinois judge granted Kyle Rittenhouse's request to delay the extradition hearing to September 25th. He's charged with 5 felonies in the case. According to a criminal complaint, Rittenhouse fired at least 9 rounds from an AR-15 rifle equipped with a 30-round magazine. After shooting the first victim, video shows him making a phone call and saying, quote, "I just killed somebody." Then video shows him running from the scene as people chase him, yelling that he shot someone and to, quote, "get him." Rittenhouse trips and falls to the ground, and that's when 2 more people are shot. Despite getting called out by the Bucks and the Attorney General, we didn't have any luck getting Speaker Robin Vos to talk to us yesterday. President and CEO of the Boys and Girls Club of Dane County, Michael Johnson, did, though he couldn't share specifics from his meeting.
But Johnson told our Madeline O'Neill how he feels coming out of that meeting. She is live and joins us now downtown. Maddie?
Well, action. That's what protesters have been calling for all week here in Madison, not just talking about what's wrong. Those I spoke with say enacting real change will take working with others, even talking with those they may not necessarily see eye to eye with. Bringing this spirit of action into the Capitol. That's Michael Johnson's goal.
We have to go from the streets to the boardroom.
The Boys and Girls Club CEO and president took the next step toward that yesterday when he met with Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. Johnson feels he's making progress, talking with the Republican leader.
And yesterday I pretty much said I don't think you can have peace unless you seek justice. And I think one of the ways we'll be able to seek justice is by having the voices of young people who are organizing these protests to talk directly to policymakers.
Johnson personally asked protesters to march peacefully this week. He says destruction just distracts lawmakers' attention from the real goal.
Look, you continue to have civil unrest in our city, you're going to see businesses leave.
But Johnson knows money is a key part of change, and it can't just come from the state.
It's an opportunity for us here, and I don't think we can miss it.
Dane County Board of Supervisors Chair Annalise Eicher says it's time to walk the walk after years of committees talking about ways to move toward racial equity. A newly introduced county resolution encourages criminal justice reform, endorsing the development of a behavioral health triage center and a Dane County Community Justice Center.
We are seeing an unprecedented level of involvement and recognition from, everywhere from large nonprofits to athletic teams to corporations. And some of those folks, have resources that could be used to help make some of these things a reality.
Even with a tight budget, the hope is to take the centers from ideas to reality in the next 3 years.
The, challenges that we are facing are not going to go away. And we needed these alternatives yesterday.
Johnson says the city simply hasn't voted to fund racial equity recommendations in the past. Now we're hearing this upcoming budget will be a tough one, something Johnson says he's concerned about. The mayor's office has released a list of efforts they have to address racial disparities. We will link to that on our website.
Maddie O'Neill, live downtown tonight. Maddie, thank you.
Today, Kenosha County Sheriff David Beth acknowledged that he never mentioned that yesterday during a press conference. He didn't mention the 3 people who were shot during protests when he called the events of Tuesday night, quote, not that bad.
My daughter reminded me of one thing that I forgot to mention, and that's talking about the 2 people that were shot, actually 3 people that were shot on Tuesday night. And I guess I'd like to point out how very sorry I am that 2 people lost their lives. One is seriously injured.
He goes on to say he feels really bad that this happened in Kenosha, but that things are getting better and the community is rebuilding. Later on, reporters asked what he thought of the bystander video of Blake being shot.
I know that your deputies were not involved, but just as the top law enforcement official in this county, when you see that cell phone video,
Which one? I didn't see the cell phone
video of the shooting of Jacob Blake.
Okay.
As the top law enforcement official in this county, do you see a problem just from that video of what that officer did?
I think I answered. I did not see the video.
You have never seen that cell phone video?
I'm sticking to the same thing I answered earlier. Yes, I have not.
Is there a problem with that you haven't seen that video?
All right. Thank you.
Question for Sheriff Beth.
Jacob Blake's father tells WISN TV in Milwaukee that the felony warrant against Blake has been vacated, handcuffs removed from his hospital bed, and deputies have left his hospital room. A Milwaukee County Sheriff's investigator says he posted bond for the arrest warrant earlier today. Today, Blake's father spoke in Washington, D.C. on the 57th anniversary of the March on Washington.
Racism against Trayvon Martin. We find them guilty. Guilty. Racism against George Floyd. We find them guilty. Guilty. Racism against Jacob Blake. Come on. Abdul Dawala. If I said the name wrong, Allah forgive me. Guilty. Guilty. And we're not taking it anymore. I ask everyone to stand up.
Now, the march was organized in part by the Reverend Al Sharpton after the police-involved death of George Floyd back in May. Attendees heard from the Floyd family and the family of Breonna Taylor as well. Students from the University of Wisconsin are leading their own march to downtown Madison in solidarity with marchers in the nation's capital today.
That's where we find Adam Duxter with the latest. Adam?
Yeah, Eric and Charlotte, currently we're marching down Johnson, headed towards East Campus Mall on UW's campus as this group left from Camp Randall just a couple moments ago. And we'll give you an idea of the size of this crowd at this point, which again is comprised of almost entirely students. And over the course of the next hour, these students say they're going to be marching to the state capitol, stopping along the way to talk about issues they care about, including things happening nationally as well as right here on UW's campus. An organizer we spoke with just moments ago says the students are unified in their efforts to create social change. And based on what's taken place over the last year, in the last week in Wisconsin, to them, those efforts matter more than ever before.
Right now we are currently in the largest civil rights movement since 1963. This is the largest civil rights movement in America. All eyes are on Wisconsin. All eyes are on this campus. It is time for us to change our ways of performative action and to make actual change.
Now, that organizer says there's also issues right here on the UW campus that they're passionate about, including removing the statue of Abraham Lincoln and the Chamberlain Rock. And she says for many of these students, this will be their first time this November to vote in a presidential election, which she says is why marches like today and gaining that solidarity are so important. We'll hear more from this group tonight on News 3 Now at 10.
Adam is extra reporting live for us tonight. Adam, thank you, and we'll be right back.
Ashley Home Store's Labor Day mattress sale is on now. We guarantee the best deal in Wisconsin. Savings up to 60% off, plus reward card bonuses up to an extra $300 back, and free delivery within 5 days on in-stock beds. Only at Ashley Home Store.
Fry Construction is celebrating their 25-year anniversary, which means big savings on home repairs and improvements. No job is too small or too big, and your safety is always our concern. Respected in the industry and voted best of Madison, Fry Construction delivers lasting quality for your home. And now, for a limited time, save 25% off gutters or insulation with a full roof, siding, or window project, all with zero down, 0% interest for 12 months. Contact Fry Construction today.
Clean up faster with help from Libman products from Menards. Keep your floors tidy with this large angle indoor-outdoor broom. Right now, $7.98 after 11% rebate. Update your bathroom with a new toilet from Mansfield. Check out Menards' great selection to find the right toilet for your home. Right now, get 11% off all Mansfield toilets. Save big money and get 11% off everything at Menards.
Save big money at Menards.
This simple toolkit assembled in Menominee Falls, Wisconsin will build U.S. Army barracks anywhere in the world. It can change lives too. Just ask Easton. He'll tell you how this job gave him an opportunity to serve the military, make a real difference, and reach his full potential. See for yourself how a career at IBVI changed Easton's life and see how it can change yours too at ibvican.org.
Furniture and Appliance Mart's Labor Day appliance sale starts now. Get Wisconsin's best appliance deals, plus 18 months no interest, and free doorstep delivery within 5 days on all in-stock appliances at Furniture and Appliance Mart inside Ashley Home Store off the Beltline.
New at 6, Wisconsin Attorney General Josh Kaul has filed amicus briefs. That means he is supporting Dane County in its emergency COVID-19 order that is being challenged by 2 petitions currently before the state Supreme Court. Those petitions both question the authority of the head of public health, Madison's authority to keep children in grades 3 through 12 home from school. A group of parents went out to John Nolan Drive along Lake Monona this afternoon to demand that their children have in-person classes this fall. Attendees at the Line the Drive event have children in private schools and take issue with the county's order. They say they are tired of the government telling them how to run their families and say the county should be taking into effect the emotional, social, and mental well-being of students.
More than 50 people were hospitalized in Wisconsin due to COVID-19 today, an increase of more than 20 compared to yesterday's total. There are more than 700 new cases today and more than 74,000 confirmed in total. About 10% of cases are still active. Wisconsin's positivity rate has increased by more than 1 percentage point. That's at 9.2%. The 7-day average is at 8.4%. New at 6, the Madison Fire Department and Public Health Madison and Dane County are partnering to catch COVID-19 outbreaks before they spread into the community. The new outbreak response team, which is staffed by Madison paramedics, will primarily focus on outbreaks at nursing homes, but they'll also respond to other cases. When health officials identify a potential outbreak, the outbreak response team will administer COVID-19 tests to all residents in the facility. The initiative also provides greater access to testing for people who are homeless, uninsured, or cannot easily make it to a clinic or testing site.
Still ahead at 6, our political reporter Amy Reed fact-checked statements President Trump made during the final night of the Republican National Convention last night. Her reality check is coming up. And thunderstorm chances tonight looking much nicer for the weekend. Dana Fulton has your first warn forecast. That's next. Stay with us.
Get the refrigerator you've always wanted now at the Brothers Maine Big Deal Refrigerator Sale. Save big on the latest from GE. French doors, black stainless, and smart refrigerators, all with 0% financing up to 18 months. And you'll get our risk-free 30-day price satisfaction guarantee. We make it easy to be confident in your new refrigerator. It's the Big Deal Refrigerator Sale with more selection, more savings, and more big confidence only at the Brothers Maine, your local store for more since 1938.
Check it out. You'd be crazy to do this stroke.
But even crazier to do that drunk. Drive sober on your wheels.
And we mean all your wheels.
Working out? Not canceled. Catching up? Not canceled. Game night? Not canceled. Nap time? Not canceled. If new carpet would make you happier at home, we're here to help with standard carpet installation of just $75. Carpet one room or your whole house. And installation is only $75 while we celebrate our 75th anniversary. Coil Carpet One Floor and Home. Locally owned and operated since 1945.
Scranton is a long way from Wall Street. You won't find skyscrapers or big city bankers, just hard-working people. That's where Joe Biden's story starts. It's why he's running for president, for the backbone of this nation, working families. Donald Trump, he's in it for himself and his wealthy friends. In this crisis, we need to help workers and small businesses, and we need a president who will build back better.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Get free Sprecher beer or soda for the entire football season right now during Steinhaffel's Made in the USA sale. Save 35 to 75% store-wide, plus get an extra $50 off and Wisconsin-made Sprecher beer or soda. Steinhaffel's has the largest selection of quality American-made furniture and mattresses, and it's all on sale. Plus, get special financing for 60 months and free in-carton shipping. Save big and enjoy a Sprecher on us when you shop Steinhaffel's Made in the USA sale.
We're starting to see the storms creep just into the very edge of our camera right now. Downtown Madison still dry, but our storm chances developing and building in over the next several minutes, actually. As we look at our radar right now, you can see that line bringing some very heavy rainfall. Also, a little spot of showers just north of Janesville. We do still have that severe thunderstorm watch in effect. Our warnings and the stronger thunderstorms have really stayed further southwest. Well, right now, we don't see any warnings for that area. We also don't have any warnings currently, but there's still some heavy rainfall coming down. Again, just north of Janesville along the interstate, likely seeing traffic slowing down along the interstate right now. And then this line in the northwest corner of Dane County, north of Cross Plains, stretching through Wanakee and towards DeForest. That's going to continue to travel east-southeast, getting to downtown Madison here at about 6:40. We'll see those heavier showers pass through. The wind's picking up along with these storms, but they're moving through very quickly, so we're not seeing the flooding threat that we saw with our storms passing through last night. It is bringing quick, heavy rainfall, but it's moving through again very, very fast. We do have a severe thunderstorm watch still in effect for the area. Dane County included in that until 9 o'clock. Now, we've been dropping counties out of that watch as the storms do pass through. But this line coming through right now, we're going to continue to keep a close eye on as it does move southeast. This is all in front of a cold front. It was warm and humid outside this afternoon. Areas in Rock County and Greene County getting close to 90 degrees. That warm air behind a warm front in front of our cold front, that's going to continue to push southeast. So behind it tomorrow, we get sunshine and we get a little cooler air building in for this weekend. The line continues through. Once we get closer to about 10, 11 o'clock, the rain should be completely out of the area. We'll see our breeze coming in from the northwest, and that's going to help overnight temperatures drop to the low 60s for Dane County, but areas north might be dropping to the upper 50s. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny skies with high temperatures in the middle 70s, so we drop back a little bit for our afternoon highs, and that story for Saturday is going to be very similar to our Sunday story. Thankfully, the rain passing through, not bringing a lot. Most of the area really going to stay under 1/10 of an inch. Could see some isolated areas with some heavy rainfall climb a little bit above that, but again, not like the flooding that we dealt with yesterday. It'll be quick showers passing through. This evening, we still have alert day in the forecast until these storms completely clear, because some of these storms are a little strong and could become severe. We're going to keep an eye on the chance for some high winds, heavy rain, and hail with these isolated storms coming through. Now, lake temperatures in the mid to upper 70s right now. Tomorrow should actually be a really nice day on the water. We'll have sunshine with temps in the mid 70s, so very pleasant outside and less humid also for Saturday and for Sunday. Very copy-paste forecast for this weekend. The chance for showers and storms, though, that will return as we look ahead to the start of next week. But our temperature trend, that's going to stay pretty steady. We'll be in the mid 70s for afternoon highs with overnight lows in the 50s. A slight chance for showers and thunderstorms on Tuesday and Wednesday. That might linger into early Thursday morning, but it does look like much of the evening, afternoon, and evening on Thursday should be dry. Same goes for Friday, heading into next Saturday with some more shower and thunderstorm chances developing by the second half of the weekend, but a very steady temperature pattern as we look towards the beginning of September.
President Donald Trump made numerous false or misleading claims during his acceptance speech last night at the finale of the Republican National Convention.
Amy Reed walks us through what you might have missed in this News 3 Now reality check.
There's not enough time to get to all the claims that President Donald Trump made in his 70-minute speech, but here are some that we heard last night and throughout the week.
We will again build the greatest economy in history, quickly returning to full employment, soaring incomes, and record prosperity.
This is misleading that we had the greatest economy in history. Trump did oversee part of our largest economic expansion in our nation's history, but it began in 2009 under President Obama. Our GDP grew at about the same rate as it was, and we only got to Trump's goal of 3% growth per year once during his term, after the 2017 Tax Cuts and Jobs Act. After that, growth slowed to 2.3%. We did set records with the stock market and unemployment, but those are not the only measurements of a strong economy.
Our NATO partners, as an example, were very far behind in their defense payments. But at my strong urging, they agreed to pay $130 billion more a year, the first time in over 20 years that they upped their payment.
This is misleading. NATO allies agreed to increase contributions at the Wales Summit in 2014.
And secured for the first time American energy independence.
This is false. According to the U.S. Energy Information Administration, the U.S. imported more than 9 million barrels of petroleum per day in 2019. That's about 44% of our total petroleum consumption that year.
We also passed VA accountability and VA choice.
This is mostly false. This was created back in 2014 under the Obama administration, but Trump did expand it in 2018.
Long-term funding of historically black colleges and universities.
Trump and his allies talked about this a lot this week, and it is true. In 2017, Congress passed the Future Act with bipartisan support, and Trump has funded HBCUs more than any other president. For this News 3 Now reality check, I'm Amy Reed.
For a list of our sources and for more reality checks, head to our website, channel3000.com. We'll be right back with sports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
3 days only. It's the end of summer sale at Grand Appliance. Get the area's lowest appliance prices, plus up to $600 in extra savings on top appliance brands exclusively at Grand. Shop in-store or online at grandappliance.com August 27th through the 29th for great deals like this LG 6.3 cubic foot electric range with air fry and convection technologies for just $698. Grand Appliance and TV, trusted since 1930.
Don't miss great Labor Day savings during Blaine's Farm and Fleet's Labor Day celebration sale going on now. We have everything you need at amazing low prices throughout the store. Like buy 3 tires from top brands like Cooper, get 1 free. Get $5 off a Farm and Fleet Platinum Automotive battery. Save over 60% on these men's Timberland Pro boots. Rewards members save an extra $10. And all men's, women's, and kids' Skechers are buy 1, get 1 half off.
Find value at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
It's no secret, Robertson is Wisconsin's aesthetic leader. But with results this natural, patients can keep it a secret if they want. Our secret to reducing stubborn body fat? Cool Sculpting. Book a free consultation to learn how Cool Sculpting is different at Robertson.
To fix the economy, we have to get control over the virus. I'm releasing a plan to save lives in the months ahead. We need increased federal support for testing, doubling the number of drive-through testing sites. We absolutely need a clear message from the very top of our federal government that everyone needs to wear a mask in public. Every single frontline worker should have the personal protective equipment that they need to be safe. We need to support schools and child care programs so parents, if and when they can return to work, are confident that their children will be safe and cared for. And finally, we need to protect the populations most at risk, our seniors, vulnerable populations with pre-existing conditions. We need real plans, real guidelines with uniform nationwide standards. It's a simple proposition, folks. We're all in this together. We got to fight this together. We'll emerge from this stronger because we did it together. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
We are continuing our Black Business Month series with a local craft artist who's made major changes to not only what she's selling, but how she's selling it during the pandemic.
Hear her advice to all entrepreneurs and curious customers Saturday morning at 5 and 8.
The Packers returned to the field today, practicing inside the Don Hudson Center. But it wasn't all football. Like yesterday, the team met and had more conversations about how they plan to help change what's going on in society. The key will be balancing being a football player and their discussions and actions on fighting racial injustice. But both are important to Christian Kirksey. One's his job, and one's his duty.
We don't want to just be athletes and just ignore, outside life, because at the end of the day, when I'm out on the football field, I got to go be a father. I got to go be a brother. I got to go be a son. I got to go be a friend. So we can't ignore, what's going on in our communities. And, I commend my teammates because we're letting people know that, man, we care. And we're more than just athletes.
Now, this training camp is basically make or break for Josh Jackson. After a decent rookie year, Jackson played a little over 100 snaps on defense last season. The injury didn't help his growth, and neither did all the guys ahead of him. But the good news for the former second-round pick, he's healthy, he's hungry, and with Tramon Williams gone, he's got a spot if he can play well consistently.
I feel pretty hungry and just ready to help the team, just do my job every chance I get and really just make, plays for the team and just, be somebody that the team can rely on.
He's got to stack those good practices back to back to back. And, the more he can showcase his ability to do that, I think the more trust he gets from our coaching staff.
And the Bucs tip off Game 5 Saturday, 2:30.
All right, let's hopefully they can finish that one out.
Finish it.
Let's go to Dana. Final check. What's happening out there?
Right now, we do have some thunderstorms passing through the northwest corner of Dane County, but once those clear out, skies will become partly cloudy overnight. It'll be a little cooler with temperatures near 60 for our overnight lows. And then we had a bit of a cooler stretch as we look ahead to the start of September. Mostly sunny skies this weekend in the mid-70s. We stay in the mid-70s through next week with overnight lows in the 50s. Another chance for showers and thunderstorms developing on Monday with a slight chance on Tuesday and Wednesday, but that temperature trend carries us all the way into the following weekend.
Dana, thanks. And thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.
Enjoy your evening, and we'll see you back here at 10.